Hi, I would like to explain how you could use this tool for process descriptions on the basis of an Excel sheet. The necessary skills that you need for this are something like a good beginner's knowledge of Excel. That is, you should be knowledgeable with regards to what cells are, how they are described like B2, and how they are linked, for example, by equations and plus. With this short tutorial, I would like to introduce you to that sheet. So first of all, this is the title. In this case, for us, I feel it is appropriate if we have something around the student transition process from preschool to elementary school at any given German international school in this area. If you want to change the title, you click into that field B1, and you could then write, instead of student, you could write teacher transition process. And if you hit enter, then all of a sudden you would have teacher transition process as the title. We don't really want to do that, so I go back to student. It is really helpful to define the purpose of any given process so that whoever considers whether there are new activities or tasks to be included can understand whether it fits under this purpose or it doesn't. So let's talk a bit about the different fields. So in the column B, this one, you have from B6 onwards different activities or tasks that are to be fulfilled. You can easily change them when you click into the field and could add a more appropriate form or change it, like instead of the preschool learner profile, you could have each preschool learner's profile is up to date. Okay, this is very easy. Equally easy is to put in notes on the same line so that you could add additional explanation, or possibly if you have to deviate for a specific reason for 1 year from the standard process. So you have sort of the task and what it implies, but more important is usually who is responsible for doing something, who needs to contribute, and who needs to be informed. These are the different roles in the process that you see over here. And one little cute detail that I included in here is, as soon as you click into a field and type one of those letters, the respective color coding will be introduced. For instance, if we have not only the roles but the following people involved, like the group leader, the assistant preschool group leader, the head of preschool, head of elementary, and so on and so forth, you can see them very briefly delineated here with their numbers. And if you want to, for instance, make sure that the assistant in the preschool group supports the group leader of this preschool group, then you type in a C, and if you move one step ahead, you see that the C is entered plus that it is green. With this color coding, you really have the advantage that at first sight you can recognize who is to do what in this process, and all the others who are not involved in this process step at the moment are not given any color coding. If you wanted to introduce more colors for new roles, that is no problem. you have to know a bit about conditional formatting. Maybe you ask somebody who is a bit more acquainted than with Excel. So, having said that, you know by now what is to be done, who needs to do it, what are the details. The one thing that is very handy about Excel is that you can also make the program calculate dates by when these tasks have to be delivered. You need to have a starting date. This is provided here, and it is given in the American data format. That is important that you enter in this the American data format. For the moment being now, it is set to the 2nd of April. You will recognize very quickly if I change that to the 3rd of April, all the other dates below change. That is due to the fact that, for instance, in this field, it adds to the field A4, this one above here where you see the cursor now, 7 days. So from that date onward, you recognize, okay, by the 10th of April, the preschool learner's portfolio is to be up to date. It is very easy to change those dates if you feel they are not appropriate. You can, as you have seen, either change the original starting date, or you could change the date that is given here, for example, not 1 week, but let's have it 2 weeks. And you recognize that instead of 10 April, there will be now 17 April. As the dates refer back to the one original starting date, you can adapt each data according to the needs that you have, instead of having them in a sequence. You could also do that easily if you feel, okay, I need a certain interval between the first step and the second step. You could also have a different equation there. If you play around a bit with Excel, you will find that this is not really a challenge. And if you want to add some more, you can either copy that date, and you see that now the date 11 June is related to the date of that step before, and has added another fortnight. Okay? Right. If you want to have any further steps, you can include them here, like the results of the plan are communicated. You can make the leader of the preschool group responsible, and you have the homeroom teacher of the grade 1 informed, and the special needs teacher as well. See, it's simple as that, but when you look at the whole table, you will easily recognize that all people know who's doing what. That's it for now. Thank you very much, and I hope that you can easily succeed in employing this tool.